What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today's question is a really good one. I actually have been getting this quite often. What do I do when travel becomes repetitive, or do I ever get bored of traveling? Different variations of that. It's a very good question, especially for those of us who are pretty much permanent travelers or expats or world explorers. And the really simple answer to that is I stopped traveling. I just stopped traveling. And I'm blessed to have that freedom, that luxury to just stop when I get tired or get sick or anything. But it really is just a matter of just stopping. I see so many people, so many young YouTubers and vloggers and travel bloggers, oh God, travel bloggers, who just keep going and keep pushing themselves, and their health suffers, their work suffers, and their relationships suffer. There's nothing more important than your health and your mental stability. I get really bad. I get anxious. I get really anxious when things become monotonous and repetitive. So I start to kind of find a way out, try to get an exit strategy. But over the years, especially as a photographer, I've been blessed to be able to kind of develop different techniques and different practices to kind of keep myself popping all the time, like different little projects that I put myself together. For example, I remember I was in Bucharest, and I think anybody who's followed me knows I lived in Bucharest, and I'm not a big fan of Bucharest as a city. So when I was there, I would feel like it was getting a bit repetitive and boring. So what I would do was I would create these photo projects for myself to go see, just go explore a little bit more. Like it'll be something like the color blue. That's my topic for today. So I would go out and I would try to photograph as much blue as I possibly could, and I could find in that day. And I wouldn't finish it until I had 25 good images. And then if I got bored again, I would say, okay, today's topic is tea. So I would try to find tea shops, or supermarkets, or street vendors, or somebody drinking tea on the street, and photograph that or do a video. So stuff like that. I think one of the biggest things for me, being a professional traveler, when it comes to getting bored of travel, is I tend to get contracted to go to the same places a lot. So you'll see me in Europe a lot. You'll see me running around Asia quite a bit. But it's very rare that I have the time to go to new places, new destinations. For example, I'm at 93 countries now, and I haven't been to a new country in a year. And that's about to change really fast. It's like once you get a modicum of success in this industry, you tend to get asked to kind of do the same things. You go to, we want you in Italy, and we want you to come to London, and we want you to go to New York and Miami and LA, and then we need you to, like, it becomes very repetitive professionally. As just a traveler, I say go someplace new, someplace you never even thought you would go, someplace you didn't even consider going. I mean, it's 190 plus countries, depends on who you ask. I mean, there's so many places to see and discover. If you've been to Italy and you've only gone to Rome before, that means you got to go to other places. You got to go explore cities that you don't know. I think that probably the most interesting thing about travel is when you go to a place where you don't speak the language and people don't look like you. So I've never been bored, like, in a place where I was completely new. It was completely new to me. I had never been there. I don't speak the language. People don't look like me. I have never been bored in that situation. And I think that's just, that's just my opinion. That's just my point of view when it comes to that. So yeah, so to answer the question, the original question, I'm rambling now. Really, sometimes you just have to stop traveling and kind of collect yourself. Sometimes you have to go to a place that's all new. And then sometimes you have to create little projects to kind of keep your mind stimulated and your creativity moving forward. So it depends on you. So yeah, guys, for you guys who are frequent travelers, tell me in the comments below what you do to fight off that travel fatigue. And if you're not a traveler, what do you do to fight off that boredom of everyday life, or any boredom that you feel in general? So as usual, leave the world better than you found it. I'll see you guys in the next video.